right, we're going. This is the Intuitive Art Show, and today we're going to do something different. I do not have a guest. My guest is going to be your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and I'm going to answer your questions. I already have a few that have come in previously through email, so I will get to those. But if you're here and you have a question that you want to ask, then just put it in the chat. I will see it and I will answer it for you. And we're going to get going. So today, there may be some of you who are new to intuitive art. So I want to just share that with you quickly. Intuitive art is not about drawing a recognizable picture. It's not about even like, I'll show you. It's probably not about what you think. Intuitive art is a way to give your intuition an entire language, because oftentimes we'll feel in our bodies a yes or a no. We'll feel which way we're being pulled, but most people do not make most of their decisions based on that because they don't have enough information. So what I did a long time ago is stumbled into this amazing modality of intuitive art where you ask a question of your higher self or your guide, and you're able to draw the answer and then know what the drawing says based on your personal color meanings, which I do help people find out. And the drawings are just scribbles. The drawings are not really pieces of artwork that you'd want to hang up on your wall. Usually they look something like this. Or like this. But they are literally maps, right? And you can read what it says once you know what your colors mean, which is something I help people find out in a free class that I give. So when I see this, I can read this. I can see that this is a healing color right here. This means joy. This is groundedness, and there's action in there. And so based on the question that I asked, I can get the answer. And so today I'm going to help you get your answers, and I'll do the drawing for you. But if you want to find out how to do this for yourself for absolutely free, just go to intuitiveartacademy.com and you can get yourself into that free class. I'll write that in the chat too for you. And I could probably tell you, Lana, what your guides look like. I am openly psychic and can talk to guides and stuff. Today I'm going to do some drawings for people to answer questions about their lives and everything. So do you have a question about your life or anything I can answer for you? And I'll also tell you what your guide looks like when I do it for you. So does everyone kind of understand why you would want to talk to your guides and your spirit friends and your spirit team? I grew up like this. So I grew up being able to talk to my guides and to do these drawings, which I've been doing since I was 11. And there's one cool thing that I had the experience of that I think most people didn't. And that is that I have never really felt alone. I've always had someone around to talk to, whether it was my grandpa who had passed away or my spirit guide or my angel friends, or I've always had somebody to connect with and say, oh, can you help me with this? What do you think about this? What should I do here? Or just to get a hug. Believe me, spirit hugs are possible, especially from our angel friends who are extremely good at providing hugs. So there's a big advantage in life that you get when you have access to these helpers. Imagine what it would be like to not feel alone or lonely, or to have that kind of amazing input whenever you needed it. It's truly life-changing, and it allows you to take bigger leaps forward in your life and not feel so scared. Because when we do feel alone, and when we feel isolated, and when we feel like we can't get the mentorship that we need, we stay small and we stay really stuck. And for me, I know when I'm going through something really difficult or when I'm trying to grow my business or my personal life, I need support. I need that reassurance and that help in order to feel safe enough to move forward. Because growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. And so that's why I really feel like talking to your guides, having access to them, being able to get their wisdom through intuitive art, it's so helpful, and it will help you catapult out of any kind of stuck feeling that you're feeling like you're in, and really help you out in life. So why don't we get started? I'm excited. So again, if you want to get a free class, go to intuitiveartacademy.com. I also have a workshop this weekend that's completely over the internet if you want it to be, or I'm doing it live in Newtown, Connecticut. And it's a 3-hour workshop on this: how to talk to your guides specifically, how to talk to your angels and your ancestors and your past over loved ones, what to ask each of them, because it's better to ask different ones different questions. Like, angels are great at certain things. Your spirit guides are great at certain things. Same with your ancestors. And so I'll tell you what to ask, who to ask, how to get information, how to connect with them. And I'm going to be doing readings as well. So if you want information on that workshop, just go to intuitiveart.com/team. Nope. intuitiveartacademy.com/team. Cool. All right, so Lana, since you're here, I will answer your question first, and then I will get to the ones that I got previously. And again, if you're just watching, put your comment or your question in the chat, and I will answer it for you. All right, so what do you want to know? Is there any medium, voice, video, or writing I should be focusing on? That is a great question, Lana. So let's get to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the answer right now. So I'm going to basically not be talking for 30 to 60 seconds. So you can grab some water or draw along with me if you know how. And then I will answer your question. And you do draw with your eyes closed. So it's kind of like a tarot reading. Like, you don't know what you're going to get until the end. And that is just so that you can know that it's your higher self doing it. It's not your mind. All right. So here's what we got for you. It's very pretty. And so what I'll do is I'll go through all the colors, and then I'll have a little summary for you at the end so we have a definitive answer. So all of this orange, it's a thinking color for me. So this is about thinking and like coming up with ideas, right? Doing a little bit of planning. There's 2 kinds of blue, which is a healing color. The darker blue is all about like healing old wounds, like very deep emotional stuff, like from your past lives, DNA kind of healing. And then this light blue here is about like gentle healing, like getting a massage or smiling at a stranger, that kind of thing. Then there's brown, which is about grounding. And it's kind of interesting. It looks like a window, doesn't it? There's kind of like a cross here, and there's 4 panes. Yeah. So you're grounding and you're healing. My expression color is not in here. And so because of the blue and because of the orange and what that means for me, I would probably say that this is about, let's see, your questions, voice, video, or writing. I'm thinking that this is something that you're creating not just on the fly. Like, I think you're thinking about it. You are like writing a script or writing it down. So it's not just like you're gonna, like for me, when I create videos, I just turn on the camera and talk like I'm doing right now. I don't have a script today. But for you, this is something that you're creating and writing or creating a script for. So I think writing is probably the first step. And then whatever you choose to do with that writing would be up to you. If you wanted to speak it, if you wanted to, okay, you're working on a book right now, just not sure if it's the right path. I would say yes, absolutely. Because you're constructing something here, and a book takes a lot of construction. I just wrote a book, and oh my gosh, it's not easy. So congratulations on that. I would say definitely it is the right path because there's a lot of healing involved. And that's why you're doing it, right? You're healing yourself, you're hoping to heal other people. And this is all like you're grounding your wisdom into something tangible. So I'm glad that helps. So she says the book feels very healing, but not sure if others will relate. That's kind of something that you can't really worry about right now. As long as you're writing the book that is authentic to you, often the best books are written for yourself, right? Like you probably heard of Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Big Magic and Eat, Pray, Love. Well, she says, don't write for anybody else. You have to write for yourself because that's the only way other people will resonate with it. So just focus on yourself and writing the best book you can. And then if other people get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. But focusing on the outcome with art's always a bad idea, right? Like you want to just create what's in your heart. So hope you enjoyed this. It seems like you did. I'm really glad it was helpful. And congratulations. Feel free to put your website or your book title or whatever in the chat, and I'll shout it out to everybody. You're very welcome. Okay. So if you just joined me, we're doing spirit guide and angel readings today because, gosh, life is just so much better with them in our lives, and being able to get their wisdom makes us feel safe enough to grow and do big things. And I know that I normally attract people who want to do really, really big things. So I welcome your questions. If you want to ask your questions to your guide or your angel or your ancestor, please put it in the chat and I will answer it for you. If you think that this looks really cool and you want to try it for yourself, you can go to intuitiveartacademy.com and take a free class. And if you want to jump in and learn this, how to talk to your guides, how to talk to your angels, then come to a workshop that I'm doing on Saturday, broadcasting it online. You can go to intuitiveartacademy.com/team to learn more. Lerviston. Yes, I am doing intuitive art and answering questions that you have for your spirit guide or your angel. So intuitive art is just another way to be psychic. We create drawings that look like scribbles, but with this method, I teach people how to understand what their colors mean, how to decode that picture so that they know what the answer is, so that they can communicate with their guides and angels and higher self. So if you have a question, you can put it in the chat, and I'm happy to answer it. Right now, I'm going to go to a question that was submitted earlier from Karen. Karen asks, of her guides, will I be getting a good job soon? So that's a great question, Karen, and I'm happy to answer it for you. So I am going to draw that now. I'm going to close my eyes and be silent for 30 to 60 seconds, and then I'll show you guys what it is. Okay. So This is the drawing for Karen about whether or not she's going to get a job soon. And the first color that was put down is this blue here, which means like a light, gentle healing. Lana had this in her picture too. It's really about being gentle with yourself, being light, smiling, having a good vibration, being happy during the day. This color, which was next, is my expression color. It's all about speaking your voice and singing if you're going to sing in the car. And, you know, just letting yourself be expressive, not holding things back. This color is about ease. And so that's a really good sign, Karen. The ease color means that things are going to go smoothly for you. They're going to go really well. And I think this is the kind of drawing that says, if you allow yourself to be yourself, so like if you're in interviews or if you're creating your resume, don't go in all clenched up and serious. Go in very light and gentle and expressive. Be yourself. And that's what's going to allow this ease to happen in getting a job. So I hope that this resonates with you. I would say that this is a very good sign. And yeah, best of luck. Let us know. Yeah, Lana, I know. So I have another question that came in earlier from Bonnie. And Bonnie has a lot of questions. So I'm going to pick the one that I think is really would be helpful for a lot of people. And it's probably the easiest one to answer in using intuitive art. And that is, do any of her guides or angels want her to focus on shadow work this coming year? So I don't know if any of you are familiar with shadow work. You can let me know. Shadow work is where you want to illuminate and work with the darker sides of your personality or the things that you're ashamed of, anything that you try to keep hidden, right? It doesn't have to be bad, but it's just something you're not really comfortable sharing. Like in the past when people, well, they still are, but people are really shamed around their sexuality. Like people in some areas are really treated horribly for being gay, let's say. Somebody in that situation might decide to keep that hidden inside of themselves or to be ashamed of it themselves. That's part of your shadow. Some people who are in debt don't want to share that, and that's part of their shadow. So anything that you're keeping inside that you are not wanting to show, not wanting to integrate into your real everyday sharing life can be part of your shadow. Anger, past memories that you haven't processed can be from other lifetimes as well. So anything that's not like on the surface, you're dealing with, you're okay with, etc. Make sense? Yeah, so definitely related to shame. Shame is an indicator that that's part of your shadow. Okay, so her question was, do any of her guides want her to work on her shadow work? I think it's always great to work on that, but let's see what they say. Oh, very cool. So I'm really glad that I've been closing my eyes while I'm doing this for you guys, because you're probably new to this. Because when I do it just on my own, since I've been doing this for so long, I keep my eyes open. But this is a really good example of how accurate this stuff is. Black for me means separation. And so we were just talking about how the shadow is a part of you that you keep separate, right? It's the part of you keep hidden, that you don't share with the world. And black means separation for me. So it's really perfect that it's here. Red is all about action and passion. And it kind of seems like the shadow part is sitting on all of this action. It's sitting on this passion. It's almost like keeping it down. And if you guys have ever experienced your shadow, or you can think about something that you like to keep hidden, it squashes you, right? Like it steals energy from you. And it makes it so that you don't have enough energy to create new action and momentum. So the image of the shadow part sitting on top of the action is actually very, very telling and very interesting. And this action going into the shadow part, into the separation and out, it's like the beginning of freedom, the beginning of integration here, which is really beautiful. And then this here is a contentment color. And contentment, you know, we've all felt it. It's like you're not over the top joyful. You're not depressed. You're just happy, right? You're just happy doing your thing. You're appreciative. You're content. And so I would say that the answer to her question, should I be doing shadow work this year, is absolutely yes. Because this, you know, doing the shadow work, getting this action up into it, getting some light into there is going to leave you feeling a lot more content. So Bonnie, I hope that that helps and answers your question. And yeah, awesome. Cool, guys. So it's interesting to see so many of you in here. If any of you have a question that you want me to ask your spirit guides or angels, do let me know. If you want to try this out for yourself, you can take a free class at intuitiveartacademy.com. And yeah, if not, I think I will wrap up, and I want to thank you guys so much for being here. This was really, really fun. And I will see you on the next Intuitive Art Show. We're on weekly, and we are here at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I do have a Facebook page, Lana. If you go to Facebook and you search for my name, Rachel Archelaus, or Intuitive Art Academy, you will find us and you'll find me. And I'd love to connect with you. I will put your drawing in our Facebook group so that you can see it if you want to, or you can print it out. I'll just grab that group for you right now so that you can link to it. Thanks for hanging on, guys. There you go. So that's our Facebook group. If you want to come in, share your drawings, and ask questions, I would love to meet you. So have a great day. Bye-bye.